Hi kids, Heidi here. Welcome or welcome back, as the case may be. I have a haul from two different thrift stores, both of them on a great sale day, one on a Tuesday and then one on Wednesday. And it's time for me to list these items. They've come up in the rotation, so I better share them with you before I get them sealed away in plastic bags. Although one item is already listed and sealed in a plastic bag, so I'll just have to insert a picture. But you won't mind, will you? No, of course not. So my first little pile here is from, I don't know. Oh, Salvation Army. Wednesdays are senior day at Salvation Army, so I get 25% off, which is a really good thing because Salvation Army raised their prices substantially. But there's two of them near me, and I noticed the one that's closest to me seems to be dropping the price in some categories, so that's very good news. The one that's further from me and is much larger, no, they're still doing crazy things like $9.99 for jeans. No. So let's see what I did get. I had a bunch of swimsuit tops drying. They're still damp because they all smelled like chlorine. So I put them through the gentle cycle. I put them inside a mesh laundry bag and ran the gentle cycle, and I added some white vinegar. And that helps a lot to get rid of that chlorine smell. So if you have that problem, try white vinegar. This is so pretty with the full wrap or twist on the front. It's got ruching on the side. This is Land's End. I've noticed they've started to put a tag here. Usually I find it in the underarm. Land's End is one of the probably 4 swim brands that I find that I get the most often. A lot of brands I don't even bother to look up because they just feel cheap and nasty to me. But paid $3.74 for this, and I think I'm going to list it for $20 to $22. I got to remember to hang that back up because it's still damp. Then this is a Miracle Suit top. Usually I get full-size suits, but this is a top with a very pretty drape and adjustable straps, and has a built-in shelf bra. I really like that one. I paid $3.74, and I will list that for $35. Okay, we can ignore the suits for a little while now. These I just thought were so pretty for spring, and I thought, boy, they feel like silk. They're a brand that I've picked up a few times because I find a lot of linen. Sigrid Olsen. Is that sold on like QVC or Home Shopping? I don't really know. But these are 77% linen and 23% silk. But I just thought they were very pretty for springtime. And I'm going to list those for $25. They're pretty tiny. They're a size 2. But most of this pile is so dark and depressing. I was glad to find something spring colored. Speaking of dark and depressing, these are J. Jill linen pants. Looks like a capri length. Yep. And they have an elastic waist. They're linen stretch. J. Jill linen stretch. And I paid $4.49 for these. They've started to mark up J. Jill on some things. But this isn't one they should have marked up. I could probably only get $25 for these because they're not love linen. They're not wide leg. They're capri. Ankle's okay, but capris really get less money. But I still am picking up all the linen I can find because it sells pretty good this time of year. Speaking of linen and more dark colors, these are black linen pants, Lane Bryant, and they're new with tag. They're a size 18, and they are wide leg. They're actually called the wide leg. And so I thought those would be great. I'm going to list these for $30. Yeah, that's a really nice wide leg pant. Black doesn't hold up very good in linen. It gets faded out, so finding a new with tag pair makes it a lot easier to sell. Yeah, I get it. I gotta put these somewhere else. Okay, this piece is Eileen Fisher, and it is 100% silk, and it's a wrap skirt. It buttons inside here and on the outside there, and both sides have an adjustable button, and it's got a little bit of an elastic waist, and it's a maxi skirt in a charcoal gray, silk gray maxi skirt. I'm going to list that for $40, and we'll see what happens. Here's a brand that was new to me, but I was just attracted by the pretty color. I love blue, and this is called Blue Willies. Had you heard of that? It's got this pretty, almost like a silk screen print on the front, and it's a cotton cardigan with rib trim. So I looked it up, and I paid $3.74 for it, and I'm going to list it for $35. The sell-through looked pretty good. Not a huge number of them for sale, but this was of the type that would get more money. Some of them were like 15 or 20, but ones with the screen printing like this, isn't that cool? Would get, I'm hoping 35. Here's another dark and dreary piece. It's even black pinstripe. Lafayette 148. But the line of this blazer is, so it's a long line with patch pockets, and it has a draped front with one button. There's also a button on the inside that holds it, draped over. What do you think of that? I looked everywhere for a matching pair of trousers or a skirt, and I didn't find anything, but somebody could easily pair this with another piece that was maybe charcoal gray or something. I just thought it would be cool, a layering piece, because it's so boxy and long. Wish me luck on that. I'm going to ask 40. Trying to get my light adjusted here. The sun keeps changing what it's doing, and then you can't see my stuff. So this is Samuel Dong. I have sold probably 3 pieces by him before, and he's a designer who loves wire. So this collar it's got wire in it. And this piece is cuter than some of the ones I've sold in the past. It's a textured knit, stretchy stripes with a wired collar. What do you think? I'm going to ask $35 for that. And I'll probably get 30. Yeah, I paid $3.74 for that one too. Now here's the crazy thing. It's a merino wool mini skirt. And can you guess who from? Patagonia makes wool mini skirts, and so does Smart Wool, but this one is Title IX. I guess you wear it with tights after skiing or ice skating. I don't know. When would you wear a wool mini skirt? Well, I never would, so it's the mini skirt part that's got me, not the wool. I paid $2.99 for this, and I'm going to ask $35. It's a pretty one anyway. My last piece from the Salvation Army, paid $3.74, and these are small. Babaton from Aritzia, faux leather pants. They have a name. I found it when I looked them up. And the hem is down on one side, but that's an easy fix for Heidi. So learn to hem and do buttons. You'll get more for your flawed stuff rather than just saying, oh, look, the hem is down. You have to fix it yourself. Somebody's just going to knock off $10 or $15 for doing that. So I encourage you to learn to do a hem. So I'm going to ask $50 for these, and I should get it. What were they called? The Command Cropped Pant. That's what they're called. So once I fix them, that'll be some good money. Then I went to Goodwill on the following day. No, the day before. Isn't that amazing? So yeah, on a Wednesday I went shopping. When I got home, I thought, you know what? Yesterday I'm going to go shopping too. Wow. So at the Goodwills in that town, I always get 10% off on any day for being a senior citizen. Yay for old. And once in a while, they send out coupons for 15 or 20 or 25% off on your phone. And I got one for 25% off, which they give me the 10% first, and then they give me the 25, and that comes out to about 32 point something percent off, which is pretty darn good. So, but I get there. I got this little bag. It's a little messenger bag, leather, pebbled leather and suede. It's got these crazy grommets on the side, and it's got like whip stitching all around the edges in pink and purple. Can you see the brand? It's Timberland, and it's a crossbody, and it's just in really nice condition. Somebody will want it. I paid $4.04 for it, and it looks like I can list it for about $30. I thought that was cute. Would you have gotten that, or is it weird? I never know. Stuff is either amazing or it's just crosses over the line and becomes elbow. I never know. So this I debated keeping, but I'm going to list it and see what happens. If I meant to have it, it'll still be here a year from now. So this is the sack. I paid $5.39 for it. It's wonderfully soft, as they say, buttery leather. It's a top zip, shaped like a hobo a little bit. And it's got a slip pocket on this side. And it's pretty big, pretty much big enough for a nowadays phone. A nowadays phone. Boy, do I sound ancient. Unless you carry one of those phones that's basically an iPad. You know, those phones. But it's just really soft. And I like the color. And I paid $5.39 for it. The comps are 30 to 50. But here's my problem. The ones that got the most, there were a whole bunch of charms. So they've been making this bag. What's it called? It's got a name. Do you want to know the name? Oh, my mouse is gone. I don't know. What's the name of it? No. Oh, it's the Sequoia Hobo. And it's very distinctive with these things on the side. So they've been making it for a while, and there's different colors. But they came with charms that were like arrows hanging. Do you know what I mean? Like almost like what you would see hanging from a dream catcher. And so it had like a Southwest vibe or tribal. And I'm missing all of that. So mine is not worth as much. You can see the motif a little bit on this hardware. It's like almost like sterling silver. And then there's braiding. So it's kind of cool. If I decide to put away the bag I'm currently carrying and try this one, then it won't be listed. But there's something about it I like. Probably its plainness. Next, I got this Zara skirt, and I don't know why I bothered to pick up Zara. I always sell it for less than I think I should. This is Zara Traveluk. They've gotten rid of that name, thank goodness, because no one knows how to say it. It's kind of cute. It's a mini skirt with embroidery all over it and a fringe hem. But turns out I'm going to list it for $25, and who knows what I'll get. But I only paid $2.69 for it, so it's cute, right? What do I know about cute? Okay, this is cute. I know that much. So this is silver. The patch is getting a little bit frayed, and I rarely get silver jeans anymore. But I saw the name Adele in the back, and 3 times I've picked up denim maxi skirts since February, and they've all sold within a week or two. And so this is a denim maxi skirt, but it's great because it looks like it was made from jeans. And there's the little split thing in the middle of the front that looks like legs. And then it's got a released hem with some fray. It's just got all the words, right? And the S is on the pocket. So the Adele from Silver. Oh, that's a nice slit. I'm going to list this for 40. And that's much better than the, what was that last one I sold for 35 in a couple days? It was something ordinary like Coldwater Creek. It was just a long denim maxi skirt. So, I know that's cute. When I say I don't know cute, sometimes I do. Linen in a spring color. This is, of course, J. Jill, Love Linen. You know what the tag looks like. It says J. Jill, Love Linen. These are a size XL tall. We like tall. Pretty spring green with pockets and a drawstring and an elastic waist. They're pretty wide leg. I measured them and then I did some research. What is a wide leg? What qualifies? And the internet expert people say it's 10 inches or more, laying flat. So 20 inches diameter. Diameter? Circumference. I hate math. I liked English and history and lunch in school. But this is 9 inches across and it needs to be 10 inches across before you can call it wide leg. And I like to follow rules, so I'm not calling these wide. But they're green. I can get away with that and not get in trouble. I paid $4.72 for those, and I'm going to ask $40, mainly because they're an XL tall and they're green. Most J. Jill linen is gray or tan. This is better. Here is some denim. I'm almost done buying jeans. Years ago, Terapeak on eBay had this really handy thing where you could see over a year's time the sales trajectory for something like swim or cashmere or whatever you wanted. And women's jeans, the peak was from January to April. And I found that that's fact to be true. So I've run out of April, so I should run out of jeans. You'd think it would be fall, but it's not. My theory is people have jeans and they wear them in the fall, and then they get chubby over the winter, and then they try to put their jeans on in February and they don't fit. So they buy new jeans from February to April, and then they lose those 10 pounds and go back to their old jeans. Nope, they took those to Goodwill and Heidi sold them. You see how the cycle of life? Okay, these jeans. They are DL 1961, which I like to wear and I like to sell. They put a lot of stretch in, but they hardly ever blow out. You know how the really comfy stretchy jeans, Paige, I'm talking to you, always get puckers and the spandex breaks. I think that these are much more expensive and they last. So this one is called, they usually have a style name inside here. This one's called Grace, and I'm going to list these for $30. I paid $4.72 for them. They are what I would call a slim straight. Do you ever get DL 1961? I don't see anybody else doing it on all the people I watch, but I'm going to ask 30 and I'll probably get that, or 25 or something. This was a good find. More J. Jill. I should check my store and make sure I'm not getting too much J. Jill. But you got to buy what you can find. So this is an extra large. Look at this great coastal grandma jacket blazer thing. One button, patch pockets, very oversized and boxy. For an XL, it's even big. Because I wear an XL and this is off my shoulders. I think this is quite a find. And I'm going to be daring and ask for $45. I just love the single button and the patch pockets, and once I steam that baby up, she's going to be great. This I'm having second thoughts about, probably because it's out of season, and sometimes collabs do really well, and then, I'm talking Target collabs, and then suddenly the bubble bursts and poof, nobody wants your crap anymore. So this is Missoni for Target, and this is what's called their chevron cardigan. I always called this a flame stitch back in the day, but they want to call it chevrons, even though they're not going the right direction. I'll let them, because, they're the designers, not me. It's really cute. And they are still selling, and people still have them listed. But unfortunately, there's a lot of this size. I just don't hold out a lot of hope. How much for this one? 25, and I won't get it. But I paid $4. This is weird. I've run out of pile, but I haven't run out of list. Oh, it's my swim. Okay. So this is a men's long sleeve t-shirt. Look at that. Great tie-dye. And then now you can know who it is. It's Vineyard Vines. And it's kind of dark and gothy for Vineyard Vines, isn't it? They usually do all the preppy pastel colors. So I think somebody's going to want that. I'm going to ask 30, just because it's such an unusual pattern. I didn't see very many of them listed. This is Land's End. I love this geometric print. This is a tankini. And that is a size, it's a 14. It's an underwire bra, padded with removable pads, and they're still in there. I had to put them back in after I washed it, of course. Just love that print. This is black and white. This, again, I paid $2.02 for these. Let's pause right now and talk about the Charmian Bustier, or what I'm calling the jeweled brassiere. Clubwear, somebody called it. I'm going to insert a picture here because I've already got it listed. I paid $2.36 for this, but when I was flipping through the swimwear, I thought, I have to have this. And it's a 2XL, interestingly. This is, hopefully there's a picture there now so you can see what I'm talking about. This is the kind of bra or top or that could actually go on a date by itself. You could just stay at home and say, go girl, have a good time. You know what I mean? But I have it listed for $25 and we'll see what happens. There's that. Okay, this is also a pretty one. Ooh, sorry about the noise. This is also a pretty one, isn't it? It's got a little keyhole front and two different prints. This has a padded bra, but no underwire and no removable. It's a 12D, adjustable straps, and that's navy and white. So I've got a black and white, a navy and white. Here is, this one's a little bit shorter, and it's a rib knit back with this pretty blue color block and a stripe, and just kind of a tank style tankini, hence the name. And this one is LL Bean, and it's a size 16. And the last one is Athleta. The Athleta prints I can always spot on the rack. This is a solid, and it's a nice long one with ruching on the side. This pretty V-neck. It has a shelf bra that's padded, and so that's quite comfy. No wires or anything. And then what's really nice, inside the back of this, the bra has a fastener, and then this drops down to cover over the bra fastener. Really clever design, I think. And that one is a size 36D. So here's my strategy for swim. I like Miracle Suits and Magic Suits. I like LL Bean. I like Land's End. Swim is almost the only thing I get from Land's End. And I like Athleta. And, of course, if I found Gucci, I would take a second look. But of the ones I find a lot of Cupshe. I find a lot of Wave Zone in men's. I find a lot of Target. I find a lot of Old Navy. And, no. So if I find a brand that I'm not familiar with and it feels fabulous, I will look it up. That all ever happens. If I find a brand I'm not familiar with and it feels like junk, I just keep going because it's probably junk. There are a lot of cheap swimsuit lines, and every discount store has huge racks of them. Every tourist town has stores stuffed with cheap bathing suits. So I've settled on the ones that I can find and that I know are good. And I do buy, okay, if I'll buy a top or a bottom, but I don't buy bikini tops and bottoms. I buy tankini tops, and for bottoms I'll buy like boy short or skirt styles in navy, black, brown. And same with tops. I'll get almost any kind of longer tankini top in many sizes. I like bigger sizes, of course, but they all sell. Because people that like to wear two pieces, not the bikinis, but people that like to wear two pieces, maybe they'll have a black bottom and a navy blue bottom, and then they want a variety of tops that will go with black or navy blue. So, you could wear this with your black bottom from another set. You could wear this with your navy blue shorts. That's a different brand or whatever, but it fits you, and so on. And so I do buy black, brown, and navy bottoms in certain styles. And then this would go great with a black top, with that black bottom. So that's my strategy. And I very rarely have any swim left at the end of the season. I always look for it because people like to buy it in the wintertime if they take a, vacation to somewhere nice, like, I don't know, Costa Rica or Belize or a cruise. You got to go quite a way south in winter to find good weather. But that's my swimwear strategy. I would love to hear yours because I don't even look at bikinis anymore. They're just too hard. The hangers make me mad. I think that's how it all started. So that's my haul. I had a great time. I hope you did too. Thanks for coming. Bye, kids. See you next time.